mine. Get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke, my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luca, he gave me 10 assists. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread love to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Way they running back to the dick, they think they Emmitt Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah. Nigga, we was trapping out the tenement. Niggas ain't hard, they just loud, them niggas impotent. Ain't in it for the glory, my life story is intricate. Don't crash out for the money and watch the niggas you get it with. I say it all, cause I'm past the point that I'ma play with y'all. And as the president, I'ma have to revoke your player call. Don't think the nigga ever was real, and he gon' stay a fraud. Don't think a nigga bluffing is not nothing to break them all. Saquon, ho, it's not nothing to shake them all. There ain't no street clothes in my bed, ho, better take them all. Just get that cheese, breaking that bread, and I can stay involved. Wanna look sweet in my side seat, got to pay the cost.
I got dope and cheese, I'm smoking G's. While I was scaling dope and weed, y'all been yelling broken knees. You gon' do it, baby, do it, gotta hold and squeeze. For real, it's cold out here, one of you hoes gon' freeze. Rob the reverend, call the blessing, hold your nose, don't sneeze. Poop, nigga. Oops, nigga. Pull up in that big shit like I'm too big for that coupe, nigga. Too legit to quit, no, I'm just too legit for you, nigga. Twin Towers feel the power when we speaking, nigga. Cope like I was in the ghost with Tommy Egan, nigga. If your bitch looks suspicious, she probably creeping, nigga. If you heard this shit before, it's probably beating. And don't ask me about no money, I'ma tell you, let me hold something. 60K and debt be walking around like I don't owe nothing. So-and-so got shot up, I just act like I don't know nothing. I call love, but we make a hit and miss a home run. Clean up in the kitchen, we can't have no dirty dishes. Cause it's roaches outside and we cooking if they don't sniff it. Took a shot in the dark, I just went for this shit. Why I aim for the stars, go forward and get nothing. Somewhere there's a young nigga on the same thing. Suggested advice, I tell him do better. Baby mom pregnant, I was turning 18. Ain't even focused my mind to getting cheddar. So I quit this rap shit, quit chasing my dreams. Fuck it, get money off of hoes and the fiends. Fuck it, get money, then turn around, blow it. If I was my plug, man, I wouldn't even throw it. Maybe I would get money, you know it. Really had the city for some summers with the lows, yeah. Going down the wrong way, niggas getting smoked, yeah. I ain't even tell you about the times I was broke, yeah.
Tripping. Can't be coming up on here looking like that. Man, what's going on with y'all? Boy, oh boy. First and foremost, I would like to say before we get anything going today, yes, come as you are. That's what they say when you walk in through the doors, right? When the ushers sit you down, come as you are. You know, one thing I've always made very, very clear when it comes to my spiritual / religious walk throughout this life is I don't know anything. I know nothing. God knows everything. All right. So what I want to do is I want to get us the setup. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video that I did. Now, for the record, for the record, please, people, do recognize this about this man right here. If you've never done anything to me, if we've never had a quarrel, if we've never had any kind of nothing, I don't just wake up one day and all of a sudden I want to come for you. It's not how I operate. If I actually rock with you, and you may not believe it, but believe it or not, I just move real different. So I'm going to play a video. And apparently this video was taken out of context again. Again, just like same thing with Nightish. I went through that with him too. For some reason, he thought the video that I was playing was to, I don't know, I guess kind of go at him or something. But I just keep saying to myself, for what? But this video right here, I'm gonna just pull it up. I'm going to play the whole video. And then we're going to get to the live in which the response of my video consists of. All right. So I want to make sure we got a full background on everything. Okay. All right. The one thing I want us to do as we are listening is please let's listen to keywords. I'm going to be making my little, my little here and there with it. But let's go ahead and listen to key words. Okay. So without further ado, the time right now is 9:41 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. Let me go ahead and play this video. Now I'm going to play this through, no interruptions, so we can get right on to the live that I have queued up right at the perfect timestamp point. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that. And with that being said, let's rock out.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Now, real quick, Pete, I didn't say Bolo versus Smitty. I just said me and Bolo. Like, so, I mean, even like, I'm telling you, peep everything that's you're about to see, okay? Because apparently my Christian brother, my Christian brother from another mother really thinks that I was, I guess, I don't know, like I was coming for him or. But the thing is that really got to me is like the man, I mean, he just pulled out that shotgun and started spraying on. I'm like, whoa, where is this coming from, sir? Let's go ahead and go through it. I'm gonna break this shit down all the way.
Only two things that we could be doing in a conversation: expressing ourselves or asking questions. So when we keep it that simple, we'd be like, oh, wow, there really isn't much to do. As long as I'm threading on new topics, I could just express myself or ask a question. So now I'm going to express myself.
Christ came for the sinful. Christ came for those people. So we have to be mindful of this, man. We got to be mindful that, we're going to go through things and we need to be there. And you have to understand, the Lord didn't pick no weak person, to what Smitty was saying. The Lord don't deal with weakness. He doesn't deal with weakness. But this is the thing. You have to believe you're strong. He has to pull that out of you.
I disagree.
Okay. Floor is yours.
I disagree. The reason why I say that is because to say that the Lord does not deal with the weak, then why does the Lord give those who have weakness strength?
Did you just hear what I said? Did you hear my entire statement?
Yes, I did.
My entire statement was the Lord don't deal with.
Finish what I was saying.
Before you quote, hold on, brother.
Hey,
before you quote me,
breaks. Let the guy.
Hold on, Adam.
I don't know who Adam.
Hold on, Adam.
Adam,
Hold on one second. Hold on, Adam. What I'm saying is,
chill out on that.
If you're gonna quote me correctly. I said that the Lord don't deal with the weak. You have to realize that you're strong. Okay? Floor is yours.
Okay. Right then and there. He said the Lord does not deal with the weak. First and foremost, do the strongest of us not go through times of weakness? The strongest of us. The most resilient of us, the most powerful of us. I need for somebody to name me a human that has walked planet Earth and has never had a moment of weakness, is basically what is being said. It is very simple. You're absolutely correct, Brother Bolo. It's not rocket science. It's not. You said directly, the Lord does not deal with weak people. Last time I checked, the Christians believe that Jesus is God. Who did Jesus go around the most? You think the person that had the leprosy was strong? You think those people who were famine and he fed them with all those fish, do you believe that they were strong? Do you believe that all the sinners and the thieves and everybody, and even down to the Judas, you think these people were strong? They had a severe form of weakness that, if you want to call them, the Lord saw fitting to go ahead and make sure that they can get some strength. Okay. I'm only speaking this from a biblical sense. I'm not even going to go over to my book because that's no point. So I'm just going to speak in the terms in which I know that you can relate to. So let's keep on rocking out. Okay. All right. So I disagree.
Okay.
The Lord does deal with the weak. You want to know why? Because just as much as we would say that, let's just say Jesus is God, who did he sit around?
He sat around sinners.
He sat around the weakest of them, not the strongest of them. So that by itself kills all of that. Now, I'm not saying that to just dismantle what you're saying.
No, not at all. Okay.
I'm only saying, Brother Bolo, look. Now, I want y'all to peep the energy, like, no, not at all. Like, things cool because, me and Bolo, we have each other's cell phone numbers, Instagram, so on and so forth. So we actually do speak on the back end. So I'm thinking I can, talk to my brother the way I normally just talk to my brothers, like we're just having a discussion. Nobody was called any names. Well, at least, I thought, right? There were no, I don't even believe that profanity was used. I think I said shit one time. And even when I did, I apologized to Mo. Let's keep on rocking out. All of us as humans, we recognize that we're going to have something that we're going to go through. One thing that each person has to have is the fortitude and the information of themselves to know that I'm going to go through this shit by myself. I might have a helping hand here and there. I might get a good word on a good day. But overall, it's just me. So during those times when you feel weak, like you're going to tell me, like, let me ask you, Bolo.
Yeah.
Who's my favorite character in the Bible?
Who is your favorite character?
Yeah, we talked about it. Who?
I got a bad memory. I promise you.
It's all
Who is
good.
it? Who is it?
You've been talking about him for like about 2 weeks now, Joe. Now, I will say this because this is where men definitely, supposed to hold yourself accountable. When I did play this particular part back, I was saying to myself, I think I did sound a little aggressive on that part right there. I think I could have maybe been a little more like laid back in my tone, maybe my expression. You have to remember I'm a very high voltage type of person. So even when I'm being chill, there's a lot of voltage, a lot of wattage that comes from my aura, my essence. But let's keep on rocking out. So this part right here, I would say I can understand how a person would take it as you was coming from. All right. So I'm going to say that part right there. Let's go.
Job. Okay. Go ahead. Break it down.
We spoke about that. And I noticed ever since I brought up Job, you've been talking about him for the last 2 weeks.
Because we're reading the book of Job.
Right. Right after I brought it up.
Well, we read a chapter every day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Job even himself went through times of weakness. Did God forsake him? Did God not deal with him? Did God not stop? Did God stop sending Job messages?
No.
Okay, so when you tell me that God does not deal with the weak, that is the only reason why I say I disagree. Because my favorite character throughout the entire scripture of those 66 books is Ayub, Job. Not to mention, God does not deal with the weak. Brother Bolo, then what is the point of prayer? Last time I checked, every single knee shall bow. for prayer. God doesn't deal with the weak. Then what do I do? Then who do I go to at my times? Who would you tell me to go to in my times of my weakest moments? That's the only thing that I've been saying. Now, then there's this thing of, I believe he said something of carry and cast. Guess what? The stones that have been casted had to be carried before you can cast. You have to pick it up. You have to hold it. You cannot separate carry and cast unless you have superpowers and you're able to do it telepathically. If I want to pick up this pencil and throw it at you, guess what? I'm first carrying it, then I'm going to cast it. It all goes hand in hand. So let's keep on going, Brother Bolo. Let's get through this video so I can get to your live, so I can respond to, what I obviously, because what would have been nice? You have my number. Bro, you could have hit me up and said, hey, Smitty, I want you to come up to the live, man. I want to talk about what happened on Sunday. That's what men do. Passa. That's what men do. You have my cell phone number, bro. You could have let me know. I got to look at it hours later. And I got to hear you saying stuff like you have your 7-year-old daughter ask better questions. And I'm not supposed to look at that as shots fired. Now let's keep on listening to this right here. All right. Thank you, Passa. Now, when I say these are part of the reasons why people run from the church, not God. This is why. This is why. But you haven't seen it yet, so don't worry. I'm going to get to it. Let's get through this video because it's almost done, and let's rock out.
May I respond to your statement? Cool.
Can I say something? I'll be quick.
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying. So I think the issue is, okay, so even in Ephesians 6:10, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Notice the words right there, be strong. God is calling forth what already exists inside of us. He's not creating it from scratch. So we just have to step into who we already are. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. He already created us strong. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So it's us stepping into that strength that we may not be able to identify in the moment or in the process, but one day you're gonna look back and be like,
well, that's the point. That's the point that I was gonna make. Because you have moments of weakness, don't make you weak, brother. Because you have moments of weakness doesn't make you weak. The Lord don't deal with weak men or weak women.
Did he or did he not just say it again? The Lord does not deal with weak men or weak women. So if I'm in a time in a place of weakness, what do? I pray. What are we talking about? Yes, the Lord does. You know why the Lord God did not? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whoever you want to say, Jah, Yahweh, Yahshua. You know why we were created with our imperfections? You know why we were created with weaknesses? One, because it kind of, it helps balance out people. You're strong in this area. I'm strong in this area. Guess what happens? Now we got to work together. You know what else happens when you, God making us with our weaknesses is so you have a reason to come to God. What are we talking about right now? Who goes to God the most? The strongest of people? As in they feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce and Oprah? Or those of us who like, God damn it, how I'm going to get gas in the car, man? I hope I can get this bill paid. Doubt, weakness, however you want to word it. The fact is that that's who has to go to God the most. What are we talking about right now? Let's keep on rocking out.
At all. I stand firm on that. Why do I say that? Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace, not of evil, to give you a future and
balanced mind in the audience. Both are correct.
Hope. Joseph wasn't a weak man. But when he told Joseph, you're going to be Lord over your brothers, but there's a process to get you there. Were there times of weakness? Absolutely. Were there times of pain? Absolutely. But what was the end result? The Lord always speaks to the finished product. The problem is we don't know what we need to go through to get to said product. So Job isn't weak at all. Because if Job was weak, the Lord would have never pointed Job out.
I never asked you that. Because the fact is this. It also says in the story of Job how he did at one point go to the edge of the cliff and he started to curse at the sky. When he lost his cattle, when his health was going bad, when his wife was sick, right? You see, Job did go through that. He did go through moments of doubts. That's why he's my favorite character, because at the end of it all, he maintained his resilience, but he did have those times of weaknesses. Now, watch the question that I asked Bolo and listen to his answer.
Never, and I'm not responding and saying that you did ask me. I'm telling you that were there times that Job had weak moments? Absolutely. Job was always strong.
Hold on. Wait. Bolo, right there. No, Bolo, right there.
All right, calm down.
Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Bolo.
Yes.
And nobody's height. Sometimes the mic be low. No, sometimes you got to raise. Sometimes you have to elevate a little bit. And that's okay. All right. We all feel great. Let's keep on rocking out. What do we got right here?
Yes.
We talking. Come on, bro.
I'm listening.
On the back end on the phone.
I know, but I'm saying.
All right. Okay. So, Bolo, I'm asking a question.
Go ahead.
You literally just said he's okay. So did I not say he had times of weakness? I did say that, right?
You said, okay, so let me quote.
Okay, hold on. No, wait. No, see how I asked a direct question. Did I or did I not say he had times of weakness? We all heard that. Clear as day. Let's go.
Bolo, you made a statement. Hold on, brother. You made a statement. Let me respond to your statement.
You didn't let the statement finish.
No, you did. You made the statement.
I was in the middle.
You made the statement towards what I was saying. Because I said, let's walk it out. I said, the Lord don't deal with weak people. You came and said, no, I disagree with you, Bolo. My favorite dude is Job, and I'm paraphrasing what you're saying. My favorite dude is Job. He had weak moments. I said people have weak moments. That's why I said if you're going to quote me correct. I said he doesn't deal with weak people. Do we have times of weakness? Absolutely. That doesn't make you weak. That's why Mo just came in and said, hey, he pulls that strength out of you because you're already that. You need to realize what you are. And sometimes we have to go through those changes of hurt, pain, weakness to understand what we are walking into and what the Lord has called us to be.
So from my understanding, we are not just weak by default. Sometimes we are unaware of our identity.
If God never gave us any weaknesses, we would not have any reason to reach out to God. It's very simple, just like how you said, Brother Bolo. Very simple. Let's keep on going.
And our potential. Again, when the word tells us be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, we will only identify when we walk in his might, not our own. So again, God is calling forth what is already inside of us. It's just a process as far as being aware of our strength, but it's already there.
Absolutely. And Mo, much respect to you, beloved. You already know, sis. Bolo.
Yeah.
Now, more than me agreeing with Mo, I'm making sure that I still make sure that she knows I'm paying my homage. I'm making sure that I know how you operate on your channel. I don't want to bring no disrespect. I don't want to bring any type of drama. You see what I'm saying? So that's my way of like, Mo, like, you sis, you fam. And I just want to make sure I still pay you that homage because I appreciate you allowing me to grace your stage. That's what that meant. Let's keep on going. Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Very, very simple. Oh yeah, I know.
I like your hair, brother. Your hair is done.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, that's what
We
you
like
look,
this,
right?
man.
Look,
brother.
It's all right. It's all
Go
right.
ahead, my
Look,
G.
right. I asked one simple question. I said, did Joe? Now, for the record, that's just my way of saying I don't want to distract from the very thing I've been asking. Now, watch how I go ahead and bring it right back to the humor and everything. But I want you to peep this right here. Let's go ahead and look at this right here. Hope go through times of weakness.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And then the very next question that I asked was one and one only. Did God forsake him for having those doubts?
No.
That's it. That's it. What's
Okay.
What? Thank you for the hair.
No.
That all intelligence operatives learn, and it's called elicitation. You use statements instead of questions to get the most powerful information from other people. When a person's being asked a question, it raises a little door in the brain that says, I need to be careful about the answer. If you're responding to a statement, your brain does not have that little security guard that comes out. Let's just imagine you and me took an Uber to get here. We get into that Uber and I say, I just read online that Uber drivers were rated the #1 job satisfaction of all the jobs in the country. And I just said a statement, and he's going to turn around and go, what? Where did you see this? So that starts a conversation. And then he says, no, it's really bad. You know, I do this, and they take the money and this. And then I do disbelief. No way. There's no way that company would treat you like that. He goes, oh yeah. You will never guess what happened just a couple of weeks ago. And then he just kind of goes into this deep story that he would never tell another client. Who does he tell these stories to? Friends. I've made his brain start behaving in friend mode, and I haven't even asked any questions yet.
Okay. Now let's go to Bolo's live. Bolo did a reaction live to this video. So now that we've seen the video, I'm going straight to it because it's already queued up. It's already queued up, baby. It's right here. Let's go. Let's do it. All right. Where you at? There you go, Bolo. There you go.
But here's the thing.
All right. So hold on. So let me go ahead and do this right here. Let me take it back about right here. Let me just listen. Y'all give me 1 second.
Uses itself as truth. That mirror gets turned back to you. And I tell you guys all the time, I have a mirror. You don't have the chart. God to be present. The Holy Spirit will do the rest. The Holy Spirit will do the rest.
Okay.
Check your breakdowns, check your theology. And when they give the Lord's word, they give it through that pain. Then you got to wonder, where is this coming from? Look at Eliphaz. Where is that coming from? You walked with Job. You know Job. That's your dude. So where is this breakdown that you're getting that he robbed, he stole, he did this, he took money from people? Where are you getting this from? Must be something in you. And tell it like it is. When an idea blames the hurting and excuses itself as truth.
When an idea blames the hurting. Let me listen a little closer. Let me keep listening. Let's go. Ooh, I thought I pushed play.
It's not wisdom, it's pride. It's pride. We can't get away or get around that. So bottom line, Eliphaz is wrong because he speaks about God without walking with him. Job 22 reminds us that God is not far, not confused, and not unjust. And we should be careful. We should be mindful. We should tread lightly, not to misrepresent him. Straight to the point. You can't get around it. Have that mirror on the wall. Last week, Sunday, which was an awesome show. Shouts out to Mo.
So here we go, right here. I apologize, y'all. I just had to make sure I had that. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's listen to what he has to say about the show.
We were on Mo's channel. Myself, Mo, 84, and I'm coming off the head.
Listen to how he names who was on the channel.
ACOG, a guy named Adam, cool dude.
He's going through all these and you know damn well you about to spend the next 15 minutes talking about me. We did not walk away from God. We walked away from the church for a reason.
Who else was on stage? Smitty was on stage.
Oh.
No. I might be forgetting a few people, but forgive me if I forgave you. If I forgot you, forgive me. No disrespect at anybody. But I'm seeing in 2026 that you know, here in the village, we've always tried to play Switzerland, right? We've always been Switzerland. And when
I want y'all to really peep something too. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Now, I'm not saying I don't know. I'm not sure. For the longest time, I've only known Bolo's channel to be called Bolo TV. Y'all know what this means, right? Ever since I've been around for 3 years now. And I've always said this means the Ville, my village, those who are a part of my camp. I'm not saying anything about what the man on, I'm just saying I do notice that's only as of late the /village part. Let's stay focused.
You look at, you know, what does Switzerland mean, right? Switzerland, you know, we addressed certain things, or we dressed things, and we were very mild with the address. We shot a lot over people's bows. Now, if you don't know what that terminology is, when you're on boats and the Navy or whatever wants to warn you, they'll shoot over your bow to let you know you need to chill, or whatever orders they're giving you. So we were on Mo Love's channel, and again, check out that show. It was deep. It was a good show. It's a good show. The questions asked on Mo Love's show by Smitty, because he put up a video. The
video, hold on real quick.
The video was supposed to be thought.
The video I just showed you guys. The fact is, the man made a statement and it caught my attention. It tingled my spidey senses. He said he says the Lord doesn't deal with the weak. I responded to that. Yes, God does. And that's who God deals with the most. Because if you already got it, if you already know it, if you already got it all figured out, what is the purpose of God's assistance? Let's keep on going, man.
Provoking. That's what it was supposed to be. I guess that's what it is. That's what the intent was. Hey,
now here come Passa throwing shots as to one who comes in and says, I come as I am. And the only thing I want to do is learn. This is why the church is dwindling. I promise you.
Pagoda. It was supposed to be thought-provoking, I guess. Right? So questions were asked on Mo Love's show by Smitty.
Yep.
They weren't complex at all.
Nope.
The video that he played makes it leans towards his questions being thought-provocative too.
No, it doesn't. It leans towards me making it very clear. I just simply asked a question. You kept trying to make it seem as if you didn't say what you said. Clear as day, word for word, directly. The Lord does not deal with the weak. And I contested that, Passa. What's the problem? Let's keep on going. Now, remember, anybody who knows me knows I will always tell you, I know nothing. God knows everything.
Thought provocative so that you can think. What makes the person that's being asked the question to think. So that he can pull out the best in you.
Now, you know what he's doing? He's responding to that little end clip that I had at the end of my video. That's what he's responding to, not even me. You want to know why? Because it made him think. This energy that he's giving right now is because something I said made him think. It's okay if sometimes you just don't have the answer. It's okay if sometimes you might have gave an answer that wasn't accurate. That is beyond okay. You want to know why? Because in that moment of intellectual weakness, as in you just do not know, guess who you should go to? God. That's the main reason why we have our flaws. I'm going to keep saying it. Let's keep on rocking out.
It wasn't complex at all.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, let's be honest. This wasn't rocket science.
No, it wasn't.
No PhD required, no calculator needed.
No.
The only thing that got complicated was trying to explain a very simple difference between cast and carry.
Okay. All right. Cast and carry. Okay. I want you to name me something unless you can pick a rock up with your brain. How do you cast anything you did not before carry? Hello? Let's keep listening.
It's not inspiration territory. It's not inspired territory. That's patience territory. You have to be patient now, because now we're getting caught up in the nuance of carry and cast. Sometimes you're not battling deep theology or battling, deepness. You're just battling vocabulary.
If I carry love, I will cast love. If I carry hatred, I will cast that hatred. You cannot separate. They actually do work synonymously. What you cast is what you had in your hand, unless you're Professor X or Magneto. Let's keep rocking out, Passa.
There are some people that think that they're so heavy and so deep. They think that when they pause in the middle of them speaking, it makes it to be deeper.
No, sometimes we're just trying to make sure that we pick the right words and we got our thoughts and we got all our ducks in a row. Like right now. I'm just making sure however it is I word it, I want to make sure that I word it in the most precise way possible so that you can get what it is that the message I'm trying to convey. Again, I know nothing. God knows everything. Rock out, Passa. And before you do, close the doors. Close the doors. Ushers, lock the doors. Because we're going to make sure we get this message today. Not money, message.
Doesn't. At all. So let's call it what it is.
Okay. What is it?
The confusion didn't come from mystery.
Right.
It didn't come from revelation.
Facts.
Or some hidden wisdom.
Yeah.
It came from the words being misunderstood and then overworked. We spent about 45 minutes on cast or carry.
Yeah, because you kept on trying to separate something that works synonymously. Period. You cannot sit up here and tell me like that's like me trying to separate heat from cooked food. What? Man, the food you gave me was hot. It was a hot plate because I cooked it. Yeah, but no. I'm talking about how, the food was hot. And I'm like, yeah, it's hot because I just cooked it. The flame that I put to the food is the reason why it's hot. Man, let me shut up because I think I'm trying to be too deep again. But then again, here it is. All I'm doing is just coming as I am. Ain't that what the doors tell you when you come in? They give you that little pamphlet and usher you over to a seat. Just come as you are. All I did was I'm just coming as I am. Yeah. You see the rejection? You see the little sneaky, the little sly. And people wonder why folks don't want to go to church no more. This is why. This is why. This is a microscopic level.
Mo Love gave complete breakdowns pertaining to cast and carry, and it was still
no. What Mo was doing was keeping the peace because she saw, because even her in her spirit, Mo is very, very in tuned. She felt it. She felt it, right? What she was trying to do was she was trying to divert and make sure that we stayed peaceful, because it's her platform and she makes it very clear how she likes to keep her platform. That's why neither did I get, because I may say, nah, hold on, Bolo, wait, no, hold on now. What? That's just men talking, sir. It's called deliberation. Let's keep on rocking out.
Shot over someone's head. Smitties.
Oh.
That's like arguing over whether water is wet while standing in the rain.
While laughing at me, Pastor, huh? While laughing at me. If I didn't know, why would you laugh at somebody who doesn't know? Why don't you just want to teach them? You got my phone number. You could have called my phone and said, hey, Smitty, man, I just wanted to holler at you real quick about that live. Did you do that, Pastor? Don't you say all the time how you can hit me up, you can call me, you can reach out to me, brother, men's mental health and everything else? Huh? Man, let me shut up. Let me shut up, dog.
It was very simple. It wasn't complex at all. It wasn't.
No, because it was a
But for
direct
some
question.
people's perspectives, when they're thinking to be deep in the moment and they're not in the moment, they may take it as,
what moment? Yours or mine? How you gonna tell me I'm not in my moment? Think about that. Think about that. They're not in the moment. How possibly can you quantify if a person is in their bag or not? If a person is in their moment or not? How do you quantify that? Unless you were able to go inside of their mind and their body. Let's keep on rocking out. Thank you, Pastor.
a complex conversation. It was simple. Simple. My granddaughter, who is 7, understands the difference between cast and carry.
Look at the disrespect. You see that shit? You think I ain't catch that? A child knows what it. Just let me keep listening.
At some point, you stop explaining and just let folks feel it for themselves.
Right.
No sleight of hand, no smoke, no mirrors, just plain truth sitting on the table. So there was even a point when he asked a question, I forget what it was. And
if you forget what the question is, you shouldn't be addressing it. You know what you should have done? You could have hollered at me. I could have been up there with you. You could have displayed how 2 men can have a good dialogue over a disagreement or something that might have been a misunderstanding. And I could have told you what I said. You know that's how men operate, right? Come on, Pastor. Come on, Pastor.
He was going around the panel. And again, he's thinking that he's thought-provoking. He's not.
Listen to that. Listen to that. Why would you disrespect? Can somebody tell me, have you all ever heard me disrespect Bolo? You ever heard me talk bad about him? Have you ever not heard me do nothing but give him the, you know what I actually said and it's making me regret that I said it now. I said, Bolo, you, Mo Love, and a few other of you all are Von Bryant. Shout out to Von, right? Right. And if I didn't hit your name, please forgive me. You all are the few that I can actually say, you know what? You remind me that there still are genuine Christians out here. And then you turn around and pull this shit, Passa. Look, the fact is this. You come to this space and everybody looks at you as basically like the pastor of the Black Ignorant YouTube space, bruh. There's a certain aura. There's a certain spirit. There's a certain energy you are always supposed to maintain. How many times have people heard me come up to Bolo's show and say, all I want to do is learn? And that's how you talk to people who want to learn? That's what you do? I'll call you back. That's what you do. That's how you talk to people who just, I don't know everything. And who cares even if I sound a little arrogant or cocky or whatever as I'm talking? You, Passa, humbly teach me. But let's keep on listening to what he had to say about me. All right. Now, mind you, this is the pastor of the space now.
He's not. At all. At all. He's not.
How many times have you told me I am, though? Sir, I have a lot of footage on backup. Be careful saying that. I could easily clip moment after moment of you saying the polar opposite. I can clip moment after moment, sir. Not to mention many people know you've never spoke like that.
In this situation, so I'm not trying to offend his thought process. I'm talking about Sunday night.
How you gonna tell me you're not trying to offend my thought process and you said my 7-year-old daughter asks better questions? Sir, it was over once you said that. And I bet you he won't apologize.
He wasn't at all. Simple at best. Simple at best. My granddaughter, who is 7, has asked.
Because like most men, I am definitely I'm a simple guy. I don't deny that. I'm a very, very simple, very straightforward. I'm a very simple guy. But let's keep on listening to how he compares me to a child. Passa.
Asked better questions, deeper questions, and understood. So he asked a question going around. There's a reason why I'm doing this. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Just bear with me.
Okay.
He asked these questions and he went around the stage. And he asked me same question last. Purposely done. Purposely done. He asked Mo Love. Mo Love gave the perfect answer.
Do you know why I actually asked you last, Bolo? It's because I had the mentality of save the best for last. Like, I don't know why, the question I had, my mentality was, I do believe that Bolo's going to have something really deep to say about this. I think Bolo's going to have a real good answer for this. Plus, I wanted to have dialogue with you. I believe that most of the other people on the platform was just going to give an answer real quick, but I believe that you would have went really into depth. And so I wanted to save your answer for last so nobody forgets their thoughts. You know how that goes. Strategically, you are absolutely correct. I asked you last for a reason, but not the reason in which you're trying to make it appear to be. Let's make sure we got that straight, Brother Bolo. My bad. Passa.
Couldn't have been said any better.
Mm-hmm.
And here in the village, when someone says something perfectly, we typically end the show on that. We don't want to take away from the deepness or the marination. That's another word I made up. The marination of said statement. So when it got to 84 said, I can't come behind that. I can't come behind that. That was perfectly said. Pagoda, hold on, brother. That was perfectly set. So he tried to push, thinking that I'm trying to get him, like, you know how some people can think that they're trying to pull something out of you, like Eliphaz is trying to pull something out of Job that is not there. He's reaching. This is what he was doing. So 84 stood his ground and said, listen, man, I agree.
Actually, no. There's no reaching. If I keep asking, I kept going back to the exact seat. Reaching is when you just start swinging for dear life, as we would say, in the air, and you're just trying to think of something else. I kept going right back to the main, basic, very simple thing that I've said the entire time. God doesn't deal with people who go through weakness. I do not agree. And I kept saying, I disagree with that. What is the problem with me saying that I disagree? And you know something that I've noticed? That's what I've gotten from church all my life. When you tell them that you don't agree with something, that's the type of response. That's what they do to you on the back ends. When they had their little teacup parties and stuff, that's how they talk about you. Hey, Bolo, I'm going to tell you right now. You as somebody who I've always looked at in such a high regard in Christianity and religion and faith, I am very disappointed. Whether you care or not, that's on you. But I bet you go and think about what I just said. Promise you that. Because you got a conscience. I've heard you speak. I heard the things that you say, unless all of it has just been a lie, which I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Something people never want to give me. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say, nah, that ain't the case. Right? Trust me when I tell you, I'm an energy sponge, man. I pick up and read people's energy, where you coming from, everything from a mile away. You ain't the only one, sir. Let's keep on listening to this video. As soon as he's done talking about this, I'm cutting this bullshit off. Because that's all it is.
Agree with what Mo is saying. There's nothing I can add to what she's saying. That's the answer. I'm going with that. No, but I want to hear, nah, dogs. He asked everybody else, and Riaz was on the stage. Mm-hmm. He gets to me. Every question, because I know.
Everybody know Riaz doesn't really. Man, I love Riaz, man. Assalamu alaikum to my brother, man. I mean, just like, you ain't even got to name all these different people, bro. It's very simple. I was asking you something about what I was asking you. Period. God doesn't deal with weak people. Do you see how I keep going back to that same thing? Nothing changes. Let's keep rocking out.
How certain people think. I know how people think. There are people that think that they're heavy.
For you to say, as a Christian man, I know how people think, is to say, I know what's in the breast of men. What does the word say about that? Only God knows what's in the breast of men. So you're actually the man who's a mind reader? Then you should be making a whole lot more money. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you got a Mr. Cleo thing on the back end. What you mean you know how people think? No, you can get a feel for what you believe they're thinking. And that's at best. Yeah, I got to watch it with Smitty, man. I keep trying to tell y'all it's not going to be easy. Let's go.
Heavy. And in moments, they're as deep as my pockets with a hole in it. Mm-hmm. They're not deep at all. Mm-hmm. So the answers.
What is so deep about me saying I disagree? God does work with weak people. What's supposed to be deep about that? Huh? What? What is supposed to be deep about that?
They're looking for are answers that man can give. And even when you give the answer that is perfectly biblical, but you use your own phrasing, they won't touch it. I saw something also that when he would ask me a question, I would answer it. He would have pushback, which is cool. You know, we're not an echo chamber. We're here.
It's called dialogue. That's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, sometimes we'll have a little pushback. You know what, Bolo? Because I got you. I've done that my whole life. I've always asked questions. I've always said, you know what? Hold on, wait. That doesn't quite make sense to me. So can you just make it make sense? I'm not talking about like we got to be going back and forth and arguing, but I love a good exchange of the minds. I live for that. Let's keep on rocking up.
We're here to have these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
We're here. Mo would say the same exact thing I said, and he would say that was true. That was heavy. That was deep. How heavy is that? So now I'm actively listening, and I'm like, okay. Hey, Riaz. So I'm like, okay. So now I have to change my approach. So now in the answers that I'm giving, I'm taking what Mo said and I'm fitting it in. So now you can't fight. Now you can't fight because you just said she was right and I'm using what she said in my answer. So now you have no fight. But here's the thing. People like that in those.
There was never a fight. There was only a man asking questions. And because the answer you gave me didn't make sense to me, and because I actually kept pushing back, something I always do, that's me. Now it's a fight. I need you to like y'all pay attention to the words that's even being used. Like a fight. What do you mean a fight? Like who's fighting? Who was fighting? Nobody even cussed. I didn't raise my voice. You didn't raise your voice. You can elevate, but not raise your voice. That's right. Like right now, I can speak like this, right? You know what I mean? And then I can go ahead and I can elevate my voice just a little bit, you know, maybe to give it some more energy, give it a little more impact. If I start talking like this, now I done raised my voice. You see the difference? You know, like how you were saying the difference between cast and carry. But anyway, let's keep rocking out. Thank you, Pastor. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot.
Moments. I'm speaking about Sunday. Cool brother Smitty is. Don't get it twisted. He's a cool dude. But let's just deal with Sunday because he decided to.
Bruh, I don't ever want to hear you say I'm a cool dude after you told me and try to compare my brain to a 7-year-old girl. That's done, my G. That's done. Save that shit for people that you can keep fooling.
Make a video to think that he was thought-provoking when he wasn't at all. At all. He was more frustrating than he was thought-provoking. Okay.
No, you were frustrated because I kept on hounding you about the simple fact of what it is I was asking directly. I wasn't the one raising my voice. You're the one that kept on saying, calm down. You're the one whose voice actually was raised. Okay? If I had to say, Bolo, hold on, Bolo. If I have to do that real quick to get your attention, I'm just getting your attention. Okay? You were the one throwing shots. And if you think I didn't pick it up that night, you're sadly mistaken. It's Mo Love's show. Like, ain't nobody about to take it there, especially like I ain't got time to be taking nothing there but you. But I just want to let you know I'm very disappointed, Pastor. I'm saying it straight up. You know, you as somebody, how you carry yourself as a man in this space, I expect more. Now let's keep on rocking out.
But I understand that, you know, the Lord uses people because obviously somebody needed to break down between cast and carry, which is cool. It was probably a 5th grader that was reading those scriptures and needed a breakdown between cast and carry. Maybe. So The answers that were given were straight biblical, because I know there are certain people that want you to answer from your own vocabulary so that they can try and argue with you or try to debate you.
What do you mean argue? And what do you mean debate? You know, the number one thing I've always said, I never debate, especially about religion. I say what I say and I stand on it. I have my stance and it can't be shaken. Just because you may not be able to at that moment say something where I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's real deep. That's what's up. That don't mean I'm trying to argue with you, nor do I want to debate with you. No, I wanted to converse with you. I wanted to have a dialogue. I have dialogue, not debates. All right, sir? Because the fact is this, I don't know God, and neither do you. And if you ever come out your mouth and say you know God, may God forgive you for your blasphemy. Let's keep on going.
To be a contrarian. We don't do that here. We don't do that at Mo Love's channel. We don't do that. Now, if someone sincerely has a question that's totally off topic, then we'll do our best to deal with you and help you and point you towards Christ. Because listen, you know, I'm a man like you're a man.
That's what we're going to do our best to point you. And no, you didn't. You sat here and you insulted me the entire time. You talked behind my back, Passa.
Okay. So the answers that were given to him were straight biblical. You wanted to answer? Here it is.
The questions that I asked were straight biblical.
You're not going to get Bolo to answer you through his words, because I know what you're trying to do. Are there times when Bolo will answer?
No, you do not know what I'm trying to do, because you do not know what's in the breast of this man. Only God does. Now, I dare you to say that you do, Passa. You can ask me what my intentions were, but don't ever say that you know what they are.
To you? Absolutely. But I know what game you were playing. So I gave you chapter and verse. It got to a point where I was like, you got the book? Get your notebook. Here's a chapter and verse. But no, Bolo, I want to hear. Nah, you're not going to hear it from me. Because you, like, in this time, in this moment of Sunday night, you want to be difficult. Why? I don't know. Maybe to look for content. Scares.
You know how many times I've heard that from some of my aunts, uncles, elders in my family, when like you just trying to let them know, like, hey, I get what you're saying to me, but I just don't see it that way. Exact same answers. You know, those are the exact same answers I get from people in the church. It's no different. I'm being difficult because I just want acquiesce to what it is that you're trying to sell me. Come on now. Let's keep on rocking out.
Scares today. Everyone is talking about the Anton and Corey Holcomb thing. It's starting to get played out and worn out. Everyone is talking about this. Everyone is trying to get their piece of the pie. And we're small. We're very small. So making content off me ain't going to get you nothing. It ain't going to get you nothing.
Bruh, I'm smaller than you. I haven't even hit 1,000. I'm a smaller channel than you. You realize you literally just did boy, wow. Goodness gracious.
Right? But here's the thing.
What's the thing?
It wasn't heavy. It wasn't thought-provoking. It was simplicity at its best.
That's because it was supposed to be. That was the entire intention, to be simplistic. And the thing about it is, for you to say that, that's for you to say that I'm speaking for all people. That's right. I know nobody took it that way. You don't know how somebody else took it. Bolo, you can only speak for yourself, Passa. You cannot say that you know what people think, because you do not. You cannot say what's in the breast of men, because you have no idea what lies there. Okay? So with that being said, I honestly am done with that bullshit right there. I'm going to go ahead and hit this right here. And you all have yourself a very, very, very wonderful, beautiful day. Respect to you all.
I digress. My mic is muted.
I'm gonna get mine. Get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke, my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luca, he gave me 10 assists. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread love to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Where they running back to the dick, they think they Emmitt Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah. Nigga, we was trapping out the tenement. Niggas ain't hard, they just loud, them niggas impotent. And in it for the glory, my life story is intricate. Don't crash out for the money and watch the niggas you get it with. I say it all, cause I'm past the point that I'ma play with y'all. And as the president, I'ma have to revoke your player call. Don't think the nigga ever was real, and he gon' stay a fraud. Don't think a nigga bluffing is not nothing to break them all. Saquon, ho, it's not nothing to shake them all. With no street clothes in my bed, ho, better take them all. Just get that cheese, breaking that bread, and I can stay involved. Wanna look sweet in my side seat, got to pay the cost.
Dope and cheese, I'm smoking G's. While I was scaling dope and weed, y'all been yelling broken knees. You gon' do it, baby, do it, gotta hold and squeeze. For real, it's cold out here, one of you hoes gon' freeze. Rob the reverend, call the blessing, hold your nose, don't sneeze. Poop, nigga. Oops, nigga. Pull up in that big shit like I'm too big for that coupe, nigga. Too legit to quit, no, I'm just too legit for you, nigga. Twin Towers feel the power when we speaking, nigga. Cope like I was in the ghost with Tommy Egan, nigga. If your bitch looks suspicious, she probably creeping, nigga. If you heard the shit before, it's probably beating, nigga. Don't ask me about no money, I'ma tell you, let me hold something. 60K and Debbie walking around like I don't owe nothing. So-and-so got shot up, I just act like I don't know nothing. I call love, but we make a hit and it's a home run. Clean up in the kitchen, we can't have no dirty dishes, cause it's roaches outside and we cooking if they don't sniff it. Took a shot in the dark, I just went for this shit. Why aim for the stars, go forward and get nothing. Somewhere there's a young nigga on the same thing. Suggested advice, I tell him do better. Baby mom pregnant, I was turning 18. Ain't even focused my mind to getting cheddar. So I quit this rap shit, quit chasing my dreams. Fuck it, get money off of hoes and the fiends. Fuck it, get money, then turn around, blow it. If I was my plug, man, I wouldn't even throw it. Maybe I would get money, you know it. Really had the city for some summers with the lows, yeah. Going down the wrong way, niggas getting smoked, yeah. I ain't even tell you about the times I was broke, yeah.
My mic is muted.